Hi, I'm Chris with Carnival Cruise X, and this is episode 201. Sorry, I'm not Liz, of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, posts on his Facebook page where you can ask him questions. He answers the questions, we read the questions and the answers, and we take the cool, the funny, the lies, the myths, and we put them here for you. So on today's episode, we're talking about, can I still arrange a casino slot pull? On the Mardi Gras, which rooms are now adjoining? I got a survey from NIQ. Is that legit? You should sell these in the gift shops. And I got a scooter. Is there a restriction on the type of battery that powers them?
And this is straight from the Yak's mouth.
All right, question one. This cruiser asked if Facebook groups are still able to host a casino slot pull. Someone in their group said that you cannot do them anymore. John said they are actually allowed, but you have to get permission from the casino host when you get on board. Most of the time, they will say yes, but sometimes they might say no depending on their operation. So the permission is required ahead of time. I know there was a spot there where they actually did stop them and they said, no, we're not doing slot pulls anymore. But apparently they have brought them back. Just get with the host once you get on board. And so don't schedule it for day one, because if they say no, it's going to be a problem. Schedule it for later in the cruise. See your casino host. And yes, you should be able to still do these. Question two. This cruiser heard that when Mardi Gras was dry docked, there were 100 plus adjoining cabins added to the ship. They wanted to know if this was added online as well to the booking system, or do they need to contact their PVP or personal vacation planner to figure out which rooms are now adjoining. John said it has actually now been added to the deck plans online, so you can see them there, or you can contact your PVP, whichever one you like. So when Mardi Gras came out of dry dock, a lot of people were complaining because they don't like adjoining rooms. They say they're louder than the normal rooms. Me personally, we've booked them unintentionally. It didn't seem to be that much louder. But yeah, so if you like adjoining rooms, the Mardi Gras now has 100 plus additional adjoining rooms. Pretty cool. Speaking of like, if you like what you see and you enjoy cruising content, please like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that. Question three. This cruiser received a survey for feedback from their last cruise, and it looked legit. But when they clicked on it, it said Carnival has partnered with NIQ, a leading global research firm, to receive feedback on your last cruise vacation. They started to answer the questions, but none of the first ones were actually about the cruise. So they wanted to confirm that this was indeed a legit email and from Carnival. John said, yes, it is 100% legit. So they had a different company. Maybe they switched up the company. We haven't got one with NIQ yet, have we? Don't think so. But yeah, he said it is actually legit. And we love the surveys. So sadly enough, only 40% of people will get a survey after the cruise randomly. We normally get one, and we definitely make sure we take the time to fill it out. Even when we're on the cruise, all those crew that stand out and just, they're in your mind the whole time because they're that amazing. We write their names down during the cruise. So when we get home from the cruise, we'll be like, who the hell was that? Oh God, they're amazing. So yeah, if you got great service and you want to recognize the crew, the NIQ survey is legit, and write down their names so you don't forget them. Question four. This cruiser said there are never enough electrical outlets on a cruise ship. They have forgotten their cruise-approved extension outlet in the past, and they really should be selling these in the fun shops. John said he didn't think this was a problem on many ships now that there have multiple charging areas and USB ports. It is still an issue, especially in this day and age where you have to charge everything. So the last wave of upgrade, or 2 waves ago, if you will, they put the lamps in next to the bed, and it has a regular USB. Problem is, it's all low voltage. Most of the newer phones, even somewhat newer phones, require a higher amperage or higher output, and so those are outdated. I know on some of the ships that just came out of dry dock, they changed the lamps to the high-powered ones, and they have actual plugs in there. But one of these, or multiple of these, is absolutely paramount, and you can't have a surge protected one. It has to be without a surge protector. So if they sold them in the gift shops, that'd be a great idea for revenue. Of course, everybody's going to complain how expensive they are. Guess what? You're on a boat. It's going to be more expensive. But I agree. They should definitely sell those in the gift shops. Last question. This cruiser is using a scooter for the first time, and they have an accessible room. They don't see any restrictions on the type of scooter battery and wanted to confirm this was correct. John said, you're fine. There are no restrictions, which is a great question because a lot of you can't fly with lithium. There's different types of batteries that you can't travel with. So John said, no, all the batteries that come in, all of them are absolutely fine. He did put the reminder out there that you are absolutely not allowed to put these or leave these in the hallways. They need to be able to fit inside your room. So when the folks are walking through the hallways, they can actually get by. So we've actually seen it where there was a scooter, and a gentleman in a wheelchair, and because this person left their scooter in the hallway, he couldn't get by because some of the hallways are quite narrow. So all batteries are good, just make sure it fits inside your cabin. That's been episode 201 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. Thanks for watching. Please take care.